Hey guys, Geno Zero, how you doing? I hope all is well in YouTube land. Whatever part of the world that you are in. In my part of the world, we are turning our old goat pen into a boat pen, for lack of better terminology. This is a little area down here along our drainage creek that we used to keep our goats in, but we no longer have our goats. Our goats have a new home. As a matter of fact, one house up the creek at our neighbor's house at the Joneses, and they're doing really well. But we needed this spot because this is about the only other flat spot on the hill here where I'm going to be able to pull my boat in and out whenever I bring it home from the shop. We've been working on it. So first thing I had to do was to cut some fence and pull the fence posts in order to roll the fence back up. All I did, get some of these weeds out of the way here, was on these T-posts, these wires that we have it holding to the fence, I just cut these wires. There was 3 of them all wet and down, and then the ground is pretty loose down here, so you can shake the post and pull the post up and get it out of the way, and then we're just rolling the fence back up. I'm just going to roll this up to the building here and leave it, because once we're done with the little bit of dirt work and a little bit of work that we're going to do right here, I'm going to put this fence back up along the creek here. That'll kind of give me a guide so I don't, back my boat down into the creek. So this part of this fence here is going to be going back up. But in the meantime, we got to do some cleaning on this tree. See down here? Let me see this thing here for a second. Let me get hold of this camera. Down here on the creek, we've got these little trees and this little brush that have grown up over the years. But they're holding up the bank right here. See how that little tree is holding up part of the bank? And if I start cutting all the vegetation off of this steep bank right here, then that dirt's eventually going to slide into the creek, and that's a bad thing. So what we're going to do is, I borrowed my buddy Ed Pratt down there at Pratt's greenhouse, who's he's got a really good channel and he tells some really good stories. If you guys get a chance, please subscribe to Ed's channel. He lives just a couple of houses that away up the creek from me. And he's creek folk, and he tells a lot of creek stories and so on. But anyway, I went and borrowed his pole saw, and I'll show you that here in a minute. And I'm going to use that because watching one of his videos, he showed me that cleaning off these hillsides and these steep banks is a lot easier to do when you can reach out there into it and get it. So my plan is about right there or so to kind of cut that little bush off, because the bush is going to hinder my view of the road when I'm trying to pull in and out with my boat if I'm backing it in or trying to pull it out. So I want this part here gone, but I want that part there to stay so that it'll hold the dirt here along the bank, along my little runoff creek. See my little creek down there? And the same thing here with this tree and that little old maple tree right there. We're going to do some of the cleanup. Those sycamores back there are going to go all the way. I'll cut them down with my big chainsaw a little later on in the fall. When I can get access to that stuff down there a little bit easier. But that's the plan. So I've already got most of the fence tore down, and it has been growed up down through here since the goats have gone. So we're having knee-high weeds and stuff, but we're just going to make us a pile of the fencing material because I'm sure we'll use it at some point again. And we're going to give this back to Miss Mary, and we'll get my pole saw and we'll show you guys a little bit of taking some of these limbs off of this tree here, and then taking some of them limbs off down through there. Just another little goings on the home place here. So, and we're getting that time of year here. We're getting into the fall. So all these sticks and these little branches and stuff are going to be used for fires and cooking and heating and well, we cook like on our little solar fires. We're going to do that here in a couple of days, and I'll show you that video. So, let's get to it. Pole saw, let's cool it. real good work on those rose bushes. Makes real short work of them. This is awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and trim up the rest of this tree here before I get in that bush. Turn the camera back on. Well, there you have it. Junior with the weed eater. Making short work of cleaning off the hillside here. And that pole saw, you see now how it's lower. That way when we get through with this here, and this gets all leveled out, which we'll make another video about when we have the machinery and stuff in here, leveling it out. It'll be easier for me to see as I'm backing in or pulling out right through here. And I cut that bush not too short where it should go ahead and keep living, and it should be still alive and growing out that way, because that half the bush is still there. And it should still be alive and holding on to the bank. And we got some of them tree limbs there out of the way, so when we're pulling it in, we don't got a bunch of leaves and stuff falling over the boat. And one little home place project partially done. We'll make another video whenever we, of course, when we do the dirt work and all that kind of stuff. But for now, this is our little project here, and yay project. So anyway, I hope this wasn't boring as crap. You guys, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time we do something interesting or cool, or just want to say hello or cook something awesome, or you know, all kind of stuff. So we'll see you in the next video. God bless. The end. Buzz, the end.